So Vasistha 9:22 says, Atma Visuddha Chaitanya Swarupa Sasuto Vibhu Nirvikara Swam Jyoti Swabhavo Arka Prakasvat. The self is the essential nature of the extremely pure consciousness, eternal, all-pervading, immutable, self-luminous, and existing in its own luminosity like the radiance of the sun. Eternal is bereft of the limitation of time, all-pervading is bereft of the limitation of space. Due to its all-pervading nature, the self is bereft of the limitations of material objects. A scripture says, Advatve sati aprokshatvam swam prakasatvam, that is indeed self-luminous, which without being none through any other means of knowledge is always immediate, like the witness or the inmost self. Before looking at my hand, I look at the light. The hand cannot be seen in darkness without the light. I have seen my eyes before even seeing or knowing the light, because no object can be seen by light alone without the eyes. I have seen or experienced the mental modification even before experiencing my eyes, because I cannot know my hand or any other object without knowing the modification of mind. Even before experiencing that mental modification, I came to know myself. This means that I have none the consciousness or the witness, which is the inmost self, who itself reveals the mental modification. The I consciousness, which exists at the time of deep sleep or samadhi, is in fact that consciousness. That is why it has been described as its real nature. There is nothing other than it. It exists means I am. This is direct, yet it cannot be directly perceived through any sense organ. This is in fact self-luminosity. The self is manifested without any separation of mental modifications during the time of deep sleep or samadhi. But during the time of day-to-day activities, its manifestation is first experienced through the mental modifications. Therefore, it can be said that during the process of seeing the hand is first gradually revealed, then the light, then the eyes, then the mental modifications, and the experience of self-luminous witness comes in the last. The experience occurs in the reverse order of description. In the very beginning, consciousness is experienced, then gradually comes the experience of mental modifications, then eyes, then light, then the hand. No experience is possible without realization of the witness consciousness. In the first place, Panchdashi 13102 says, Adhistva darpaneneva tadanta sarvekshanam tatha amatva sachitanandam nam loop mati kutha. It is impossible to see any object reflected in the mirror without seeing the mirror first. Similarly, it is impossible to have the knowledge of names and forms prior to the experience of the witness, which is self-luminous and of the essential nature of existence, consciousness, bliss alone. Before having the knowledge of all objects during our day-to-day activities, we all experience the self-luminous witness consciousness only, which is nothing but the experience of Brahman. Only a person of wisdom knows this fact. Bodhsar Gyan Ganga 2.2 says, Janatu va no janatu brahma jivasya jivanam janati chet paro labho no janati bhayam mahat. Whether anybody knows it or not, Brahman alone is the source of life. That is, the life of the life, eye of the eye, the original substratum of all the tendencies towards sense activities of an individual. If anyone knows it, then it is of great benefit to that person. If one does not know it, then his release from the great worldly fear caused by the ignorance is a faraway goal.